Hello, horse lovers! I had a great time yesterday at the Farm Wisconsin Model Horse Show, thanks to my sister Rue and her husband Jeff taking me. Now, when I got there, I was kind of blown away by the sheer amount of models and the quality of them. But the models I brought did me proud, that's for sure. I entered I was, the first class I was entered in was the European draft. And my little honeycomb came away with third place in that. I was pretty proud of her. Here is her third place ribbon. I was a little surprised they had all different ribbons. They didn't have one specifically made for the show, but still, she took third. It was a great day for all my little ones. The next little one I had that did good was my little Appaloosa mule, Cappuccino. He came away with a fourth place ribbon. So I kind of figured he'd do well. He's a really well made little model, and it just goes to show nothing wrong with a mini. My best placement of the whole day, though, and I know maybe I should have saved the best placement for last, but no, I didn't really expect that little spotlight here would do as good as the others. I figured he'd place, but he actually came away with a second place in the saddlebred class. That entitles her to her NAN card, her North American Nationals card, which means she is qualified to go to the Nationals for the next 4 years, which I think is pretty cool. I, even without going, just to know that you have that placement, that's pretty cool. One that was a bit of a surprise for me that she actually didn't place better, and I blame this on the judge, was my beloved separation anxiety here. This one started out as a Black Caviar mold, who is thoroughbred. Black Caviar was a very famous thoroughbred racing horse from Australia. Now, when I got separation anxiety, she had her legs and tail broken off by someone who was going to custom her and then thought, man, forget it, I'll get rid of her. So I had her customized by Nightwind Studios. My friend Betsy Schwab painted her and did a beautiful job, but I was told too heavy to be thoroughbred. I didn't think so. But anyway, she came away with a nice fourth place ribbon for that. Another little one I gotta give a shout out to Deanna Gullickson. I am always impressed by how well she creates these little miniatures. She gets detail into the smallest of models. And she came away with a fifth place ribbon. Again, I'm really amazed at the detail. I wish I could show in the video that I could show better what kind of detail she has. It's hard to show in videos, but pretty impressive. Now, I got a fourth place for a model from another of my famous artists. My friend Ezra is a Canadian artist, and he's actually fixed several models for me before. This one wasn't one that he fixed. This one was one that he was trying to sell, hoped would go to a good home. But he was actually very, very surprised at this one coming away with a fourth place. Now, my last two ones that got a sixth place for the day, one is another one by my friend Ezra. This is Afterglow. I made a video recently about what breed is he. Took sixth in the warm blood class, which I think he should have placed way better, to be honest, but I'm kind of prejudiced that way. Now, Afterglow, as I said in my last video, he was actually the first model that I bought from my friend Ezra, because I'd seen a model that Ezra had painted before, and I said, well, I'd like to get that model, but it was already sold, and later on Ezra contacted me and said, I've got this other model if you want to buy him, which I did, so Afterglow came away with sixth place. Now, one other model, and I had to talk about the kindness of one of the judges there. I accidentally placed Tapestry, my Morab mare, in with she was supposed to be in the half Arab class, but she's a classic size. And at most shows, classics go with the bigger. In this particular show, classics were supposed to go with the smaller models. My mistake, I put her on the wrong table, but another judge corrected that too late for her to be in the half Arabian class, but she did come away with a 6th place for the Morgan class. So, all in all, a great day for my models. Great day hanging out with my sister and her husband. So, yeah, I just wanted to update you on how my models are doing. And until next time, keep horses in your life.